What if I stayed comfortable? What if I stayed at Google, a big tech firm? I ask myself this because what I'm doing now, building my own business while working a freelance job, it all seems harder than if I just stayed at this comfortable tech job. But deep down, what I've learned over the years is comfort alone doesn't seem to fulfill us. It seems the things that give life meaning, building something, creating, connecting, exploring, these things require energy, effort, and sometimes struggle. I'm reminded of this as I recently just went to Burning Man, as many of you probably know, and I almost didn't make it this year because Burning Man is not easy. It's hard. It's a lot of effort flying, especially now from Spain to the Bay Area and going out and living in the desert for a week is a big effort. And, even my parents ask me every year, why do you do this? Why do you expend this time and energy? And I understand because I ask myself the same question. But without fail, at the end of Burning Man, my feeling is always the same, which is I'm going to go again next year and every year until the day I die, which is, there's not much I can say that I would like to do over and over again. What I've learned is that the reason it's so fulfilling goes hand in hand with how hard it is, how much struggle is involved, how challenging it is. It's not just a festival I attend to listen to some music and enjoy. It's a place I go to build a home with my best friends, a place I go to stretch myself musically, creatively, technically. It's hard, but the lessons, the experience, and the growth that's come with going there every year, I can't express or even teach with words. I can only encourage others to experience it for yourself. I find myself asking recently, what if I stayed comfortable? What if I stayed at Google, a big tech firm? When I started working there, it was just a year after I graduated. I loved the job. It was interesting work. I loved my team. As you all know, the Google campus is extremely comfortable. Free food, barbershops on campus. Would I actually be happy if I had stayed there? No. I know myself well enough to know that I'm simply too curious not to explore. But I ask myself this because what I'm doing now, building my own business while working a freelance job, it all seems harder than if I just stayed at this comfortable tech job. But that's only on the outside. In the same way, not going to Burning Man would have been easier. Staying home, taking it easy, staying comfortable. But my heart, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to stay comfortable for my heart. My heart wants to feel alive. It wants to expend the energy. It wants to spend the time. It wants to struggle. My heart wants to feel alive. The irony is that what looks hard on the outside is actually easier on the inside because the heart doesn't ache from exhaustion. It aches from neglect. So I want to end with a quote from Joseph Campbell in his book, The Power of Myth. Here it is. People say that what we're all seeking is a meaning for life. I don't think that's what we're really seeking. I think what we're seeking is an experience of being alive so that our life experiences on the purely physical plane will have resonances with our own innermost being and reality so that we actually feel the rapture of being alive. I hope that resonated, and I wish you a week of doing the hard, effortful thing that fills your cup. Flow State has its first ever sponsor, Fund My Piggy. Fund My Piggy is basically a gift registry or fundraiser, but what makes it unique is that it pays you out in Bitcoin. That's right. At fundmypiggy.com, it's easy for your friends, family, community to gift you in Bitcoin, even grandma. Seriously, the UX at fundmypiggy.com makes it dead simple for anyone to pay with the methods they're used to. You don't need prior Bitcoin experience. You can pay with a credit card, debit card, Apple or Google Pay, but Fund My Piggy takes care of converting that to Bitcoin for you. Imagine getting Bitcoin instead of a toaster for your wedding gift registry. I certainly would have preferred that. Or do you want to start a Bitcoin college fund for your kids? Whatever bright future you're saving for, you can start a fundraiser for it at fundmypiggy.com and save for the future that matters to you.